Hello there guys, what is up? Welcome to Herocross Gaming, and today's video is actually a special video for me. I'm actually going to be showing you guys my Nintendo 64 collection. I know a few of you have actually asked about it, and it's not the biggest collection in the world, but I thought I'd show it off nonetheless. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so to start this collection we have Super Mario 64. It's a retro throwback, a platformer's classic, and a must-have staple for any N64 collection. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask would have really loved the collector's edition version, which had a holographic cover, but I'm happy with the regular version. Pretty much fun if you've not played it and you own an N64, where the hell have you been? Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. This is probably the first Tony Hawk game that I played on the N64, because I got Tony Hawk Skateboarding afterwards. And it has the revert, you can create your own skaters, and it has some really fun levels. Disney's Tarzan, a really fun platformer adventure. I wasn't too keen on the film, it wasn't terrible, it just wasn't for me. Young Tarzan, baby Tarzan, and you grow up to become Man Tarzan, man hunt, man kill, man marry Jane and do things to her that may be illegal. WWF, no mercy. You guys know me, this game was my second favourite N64 game, and probably one of my favourite wrestling games ever. I just love the create a wrestler template and everything that came with it that it entailed. Tony Hawk Skateboarding, the original. Obviously I mentioned Pro Skater 2 not too long ago. This was the first game, this started it all. And it's really fun from a nostalgic standpoint. Pro Skater 2 in my opinion is slightly better, but the soundtracks in this game, my god, they're amazing. Next up we have Quake 2. This is a game I've not actually played yet. First person shooter from the future I believe. I've never played the original Quake, so this will be fun when I actually do get around to eventually playing it. Next we have Bomberman Hero. I really want Bomberman 64, as I've never owned or played that, but Bomberman Hero is still pretty awesome. Really cool, subversive platformer. Batman of the Future, Return of the Joker. Kind of a give or take, kind of a hit and miss amongst Batman and DC fans. Terry McGinnis reprises his role as Batman and pretty much proceeds to kick ass. The length of this game is unbelievably short. You can beat this game in about an hour to an hour and a half. Rayman 2, The Great Escape. I really wish the first Rayman was ported over, even if it was in 2D, because there were some 2D games for the N64. I don't know why they didn't port those over. But Rayman 2, The Great Escape, only played it a few times as I have quite the collection. I've not really got around to sitting down and properly playing this, but I really like the 3D interactive environments, and it's just really fun. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Probably should have done that the other way around in transitional order and actually showed this game before Majora's Mask, but I'm just grabbing my collection at random here. Sonic Trouble. This was also developed by Ubisoft. This game was basically Ubisoft's attempt to test whether Rayman would fare well in the 3D universe, and I'm proud to say Sonic Trouble, even though it was kind of a failed experiment, the gameplay was not that bad. I found this game online for pretty cheap, and I decided to pick it up myself. Resident Evil 2. Not much to say about this game. I never owned a Resident Evil game until I got this just a few days ago. This is one of the newest additions to my collection. My only horror game for the system, and I look forward to being scared shitless. I assume. I don't know if it's scary or not. Please let me know in the comments if you've played this, and what do you think of it. Speaking of classics, 007 GoldenEye, developed by Rareware. Pretty badass. I mean, to me this is the game, like if you've seen the gameplay, it pretty much speaks for itself. A first-person shooter that transcended the first-person shooter genre, and pretty much became the template for future shooting games. Ridge Racer 64, a game I actually got with the original console when I first got it a few years ago. I don't really play racing games, I'm not very good at them and I don't really play them often, but Ridge Racer is actually really fun because it's developed by Namco and they actually included a Pac-Man car, and I love playing as Pac-Man, especially in an N64 environment. Turok 2, Seeds of Evil. I never played the original Turok. In fact, I didn't play the sequel either. Turok 2, Seeds of Evil, I've only played once to test the game because it came with the system. And it's not a terrible game by any stretch. It's kind of a first-person shooter. You're kind of like hunting dinosaurs or hunting monsters, I believe. Next up, we have Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. This game, unfortunately, was a North American exclusive, so I can't actually play this on my system at the moment because I have a European system. But I'm hoping to change the backing with, say, Turok 2, for example, a game I barely play, or have ever played, as the backing matches, and I should hopefully be able to play this on my European console. I hope. Even if it won't save, I just want to play Pro Skater 3 on the N64. That's the dream, people. Perfect Dark. Also developed by Rareware. This game is friggin' awesome. Imagine GoldenEye, but the roles are reversed. You play as a female spy instead of a male spy. So we have gender equality here. This is awesome. And it's pretty much a case of taking down a totalitarian, kind of fascist-based police state, really. I don't know if that's going too far into it. Banjo-Kazooie. a really fun game, or as iMogs HD calls it, Banjo-Koozie. Sorry dude, that made me laugh. I play this more than Super Mario 64. I actually kind of secretly prefer it to Super Mario 64. Sorry Super Mario 64, didn't want to tell you this way. Shouldn't have ended like this. Pretty fun. I wasn't the biggest Donkey Kong fan as a child, but it was actually a game I wanted to pick up to actually give the series a chance, and I can thoroughly say I was not disappointed. Pokemon Stadium. This was number one, and the reason is because it works so well as a battle simulator, and the transfer pack with Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow just adds to the excitement. And that was my Nintendo 64 collection. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. I've been Herocross Gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next one.